The Bank of Ghana's financial sector cleanup commenced in 2015 with the closure of DKM Microfinance over several actions not consistent with the central bank's regulations. The bank 2 years later moved to close down a number of banks, savings and loans companies, finance houses and microcredit companies. This mass shutdown saw many customers unable to access their deposits, sending confidence in the financial sector tumbling. Speaking at the annual Opokuwari Old Boys Association Begins Kalinakus Eduamankwa Memorial Lecture, Victor Asante, CEO of FBN Bank, said the valuable lessons from the cleanup will be useful for the training of bankers.
I wish to propose that the recent events in the industry are documented in a form of case study. This should state the causes, the consequences, the lessons, the way forward, similar to the reports of the Special Investigations Commission in Iceland after the global financial crisis in 2008. Iceland was ground zero for the global financial crisis in 2008. Its entire banking system failed within a span of 1 week, sparking mass protests and eventually forcing the government to resign. The report was made public, but we need to go a step further and make sure the case study is part of the curricula of all education training institutions or departments where banking and finance is taught. Also, the production of such a case study should involve all those who matter to ensure that it is complete and fit for the purpose it's produced for.
He says the training of bankers must evolve to focus on areas such as ethics, which he argues has been largely overlooked, leading to misbehavior amongst banks' employees.
Studies have shown some of these gaps in the current educational model in training and finance and banking professionals. Most worrying and a big culprit in the causes of the financial crisis, ethics, continue to receive inadequate emphasis. Research shows that ethics education has been a minor area of interest in banking and finance, even though it was the major culprit in the issues we've had recently. The debate on whether or not ethics can be successfully or effectively taught at school level, or ethical development must take place on the job, including periods of apprenticeship or internship, should aid decision-making in this regard. Unfortunately, the framework for educating bankers in this country has failed to identify where the emphasis should be and utilize same. Armstrong opined that the positive effect of ethics education on students' moral development was beyond that which is expected to occur naturally. Therefore, the education, training, and apprenticeship mechanism must necessarily identify and understand the focus areas that result in improved moral development. This should be regardless of what stage or level ethics education takes place in our